again, everybody. Give me a second. I'm late. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm late. Today I'm late. What I'm late? 15 minutes. Alright. And I'm going to open the platform. Give me a second, everybody. Today we have lesson 25. How to trade resistance in an uptrend. Yes, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm late. It's similar like yesterday, everybody. Nandozi was asking, right, about no trade zone, so we're going to talk about, give me a second. Good morning, good evening, John, Todd, Max, Maxine, Jean-Paul, Marcus, Paul, how are you? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Alright, yeah, I'm sorry I'm late, everybody. Okay, give me a second. How to trade resistance in an uptrend. Okay, everybody, so I'm going to skip the introduction, right? The goal and, you know, receive the free manual and the free ebook. Okay, everybody? I'm going to skip the introduction because I'm late. I need to tell you anyway, you know, risk disclaimer, this stream is not trading or investment advice. We are here to learn, alright? And, okay. This was yesterday, and today we have how to trade resistance in an uptrend. So we have an uptrend, everybody, making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, right? And then the market on the higher time frame is going to start to do, is going to push down like this, is going to start to a retracement, right? And similarly, we talked about that in an uptrend, you know, this is going to be resistance, okay, and give me a second, like this is resistance, and we're going to clone resistance, you know. Hello Alex, how are you? I'm sorry I'm late, everybody. And clone, this is going to be pass support, right, everybody? Can you see here? You have support and resistance, okay. And we are learning this, everybody. There are two lessons which are, they don't make sense, right? Like as per title, you know, how to make money, you know, in an uptrend trading past support. This is easy. Now, but how to trade resistance, right? How to trade resistance in an uptrend, which is this one, and is this one. Those two titles doesn't make a lot of sense. Hello, Olga, how are you? Does this make sense, everybody? So there are two lessons, like they're counterintuitive, like how can I trade resistance in an uptrend, right? Okay, so buying past support, buying the rectangle, everybody, it's counter trend line break, right? It's going to be counter trend line break, and give me a second. You know, buying past support, you know, this is easy, right? This is the easy stuff. The market is going to retrace to past support, like here, you know, and here I'm going to potentially counter trend line break, and I'm going to buy, right? Now this is easy, right? That's easy. Give me a second. Dotted line like this, maybe, and green, maybe also, you know. Yellow, orange, blue. Alright, blue. So this is the easy stuff, right? Now, there is another part to trading, and it's called, well, if I'm a day trader or I'm a intraday trader, you know, and now this is the rectangles. Now this is the 5-minute chart, or this is the 15-minute chart. You know, how am I going to act? Does this make sense, everybody? And there is no right or wrong. So step number one is the understanding that money is being made, everybody. So talking about trend lines, you know, and counter trend lines, you know, it's on the smaller time frame. You're going to see an extension, higher highs, higher lows, 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 right? So the first counter trend line break would be in here, the red one, you know, and the second counter trend line would be in here. Give me a second. Alright, so talking about retracement trading, everybody, money is being made up in here. This is the most important thing that I want you to understand in retracement trading, alright? So I'm going to delete this one. We're talking about retracement. Okay, money is being made in the rectangle, everybody. Okay, and there are the few things, you know, like the more the market falls, you know, if I want to enter again and again and again as a day trader or intraday trader, you know, whatever, and let's say that I was at a job, you know, I was not home, or I want to take another chance. So, you know, hedge fund trader Olga and hedge fund trader Alex, what do you think in terms of risk? You know, how risky is the third entry? Everybody, how risky is the third entry? Is this a risky trade to short the market in here? You know, is this... So up in here, I'm going to put some text, you know, day trading slash retracement trading. All right, money is being made here, you know, it's, you're going to text money has been made starting from here. Hopefully my grammar is correct English, everybody. Money is being made starting from here. So how risky, everybody, is the third trade? No, this is not a strategy thought. This is how the market works. Everybody's strategy is personal, makes sense? You need to build your own strategy. You can trade extensions and retracements, it's not a big deal, alright? Alex, risky, the price can bounce back from support. Very risky, excellent, everybody. Okay? So there are also a few other things, you know. How risky is this trade? So it's not suitable for me to enter here, everybody, you know. Next, if you would enter the second trade, you know, and question, everybody, where should the again the third one, you know, where should you profit take? Everybody, you would enter at the green counter trend line break. Where should you profit take? Let's say that you are on the daily chart and your stop loss goes, you know, your stop loss goes up in here. This is your stop loss, and you are trading 1 per 2, which you can in theory, you know, you're trading 1 per 2. Where should you profit take, everybody? Share some ideas. You've entered shorting at the green, but your stop loss is above the daily chart example, the daily candle. You know, that's the plan. So this is how much you risk, right? You're going 1 per 2. Where should you profit take? Share some ideas, everybody, if you can. There is no right or wrong anyway. No, this is not a strategy. There is no right or wrong. Hedge fund trader Olga, hedge fund trader Alex on YouTube. Where should you profit take? Boss, at the D extension on the Fibonacci. No. No. Fibonacci is a different pattern, everybody. What is going okay. If the yellow is the market structure, also called the market wave, alright? You have the relevant low and the relevant high and the relevant higher low and the relevant higher high, alright? Question for Forex course 101 student traders. Which one is the strongest force? The market structure or the short-term trend? Which one is the strongest force, everybody? It's market structure or the short-term trend? Alex says, but you will be risking more than you will profit. Exactly. So is this something that you should do, Alex, or is something that you shouldn't do? Would it be better to stay out? Would it be better to lower the risk? So on YouTube, Alex saying, well, market structure. So if market structure is stronger, then you shorting the market, you doing a retracement trade, everybody, and you can spatially see on the chart that there is pass support on the market structure. Fair enough, it's an area, you know, it's not a line to the pip, right? It's an area. Fair enough. So you have pass support on market structure. What do you think is going to happen down in here 7 times out of 10? Olga says market structure is stronger. Exactly. So if you know, if you can correctly predict, this is what it's called an educated guess. You know, I don't see the future, I don't know what is going to happen tomorrow, but I can see the market structure on the monthly chart, I can see the market structure on the weekly chart, I can see the market structure on the daily chart. When the 1 hour, 2 hour, 50-minute chart is retracing, what is going to happen when the market hits past support? And this is going to happen, it's statistically proven. What is going to happen 7 times out of 10? Not every time, but 7 times out of 10, what is going to happen? Olga saying you should take profit past support. Now, Olga, you are correct, you should profit take at past support, but Alex is saying, well, I cannot enter this trade because I'm going to risk more than I make, so what can I do? So everybody, you can trade in the wrong way and you can trade in the right way, right? Make sense? The market is going to go into the next extension, right? See everybody? Learning, you are learning trend lines, support, resistance, pivot points. Now when it comes to trading, you can trade in the wrong way. Make sense? And you can trade in the right way. Correct way, not correct way. Boss, trading is not easy. Exactly, trading is not easy at all. Everybody, everybody, let's help Alex. Is just an example. Let's help Alex out. You know, I know that I should profit take at past support, but if I do this, I'm risking more than I'm making. So what should I do? Boss, what can we do? Well, John, we can stay out of the trade, number one. Number two, we can lower our risk. Yeah, but then I'm going to be stopped out. Exactly. Good morning. That's the lesson. Good morning. We start to think like, well, I cannot do this. I cannot do that. If I do that, there is a higher chance of me being stopped out. So now I have a choice to make. I must make a decision. You know? Risk less? No. Olga? Risking less, everybody, is not going to help you. You are still doing it wrong. Okay? 0.5% losers. Listen up, everybody. This is retail traders' issue. The understanding of retail traders. 0.5% loser, which is riskless, times 10 losers. 0.5% loser, half percent is more risk, half percent times 10, you got a drawdown of 5%. Not that easy. Everybody, risk is not going to help you with if you are risking more than you're making. So thank you for, appreciate the comment, Olga, but no, this is not the answer. Third question, if we understand this, why are we not profitable? Well, who is not profitable? Who is not profitable, Alex? But by the way, this question goes, we are going to have, I'm pushing some of you guys to come to the, we are going to have in, I believe it's 18th of October, we're going to have learn how to make big money. It initially was learn how to understand the risk course, you know. Everybody, if you want to come to this is course for everybody. And this is what we're talking in the course. Sure, if I know all the logic and all the understanding, you know, and I know all the rules, why I'm not profitable? Make sense? It's called, this is then the era that not many of you want to hear and talk about. It's called psychology. Okay, everybody? It's too soon for you to understand, but this profession in the last instance is psychological. It's a mindset. You know, we are using charts, we are using strategies, but has in the last instance, when you learn everything that is to learn in technically, and you are still not making it, and 90% are not making it, it's psychology. I will send you an email today, sir. Yes, please. Okay, everybody? Now, why you shouldn't judge yourself? If you enter too late, don't judge yourself, you are working, you know. If you exit too late, don't judge yourself, you are working. Most of you have jobs, right? You know, don't judge yourself. But otherwise, if I do have time, you know, and I'm making all of those mistakes, makes sense, everybody, then it's, well, maybe I'm not... Alex, there are different variables. Number one, maybe my rules are not clearly defined. Maybe I don't have rules that are black and white, not subject to interpretation, Alex. And number two, if I do have rules, maybe I'm not following the rules. Okay, everybody? I invite all of you, this is the... I'm not sure if I told the story, everybody, but it's worth repeating, right? We have 37 traders in one group on Teams. Someone is 7 years, like Geraldo, Douglas 5 years, Melissa 2 years, Mattia 4 years, whatever, you know, I don't even remember the year. But most of those guys are 1 year plus, 1 year and a half. Those are advanced traders, advanced students, right? Exactly. And between 7 courses that we offer, you know, learn how to hedge, technical course, the US dollar index, technical course, crypto, technical course, you know. One mistake I do is entering too early. Yeah, we're going to talk about this, Alex. So, you know, 6 out of 7, Fibonacci mastery, technical course, market wave mastery, technical course, between 7 extra courses, 6 are technical courses. And this one, learn how to make big money. This is the one course that it's psychological. Makes sense? We dwell on psychology. Like Alex is commenting, I know what I should do. But for one strange reason, I'm not doing it. Makes sense? And the curious thing is, everybody, we made a poll 2 months ago, like I asked the group of 37 student traders online, okay, let's vote, everybody, which course do you want to be the last one of the year? Unanimously, 37 traders chose this course. Isn't this curious, everybody? Nobody chose the learn how to hedge, you know, show me the strategy, learn how to US dollar, learn me how to trade, be a Fibonacci master trader, learn how to be a market wave master trader. Isn't this curious, everybody? I'm telling you, but you won't listen. Some of you don't want to listen, you know, which is okay, it's totally fine. No, it's one mistake I do, enter too early. Well, patience, it's a skill, Alex. Alright? For the guys who are entering too early, most likely, and now it's me who I'm speculating because I don't know, most likely if this is the market structure, the one who entered prematurely, most likely you are not monitoring the smaller time frame and you don't wait for the market to change the direction of the short-term trend. I don't know, I'm speculating, Alex. But this will be the example, everybody, you know. And also, let me be very clear with you, everybody. One of the big issues, retail traders, it's you don't chart correctly relevant highs and lows. Okay? Alex, I'm going to explain to you both of them. Hopefully it's going to help you. So one issue, everybody, is that I'm not monitoring the short-term trend, okay? And because I'm not monitoring the short-term trend, I am speculating, you know, because the market is going to break the counter trend line. If this would be, it would be the example, did the market change the short-term trend from the counter trend line break? Just an example. Yes, I don't wait for trend change. This is one. Okay, most of you are not. You don't wait for the change. You're not monitoring the short-term trend on the smaller time frame. Okay, but the biggest obstacle, everybody, you are not charting in the correct way. Higher high, higher low. You are not charting the relevant highs and lows. That's why some of you are in private classes like Juan. Alright, from California, you know, and this is, we are training this, how to understand relevant highs and lows, everybody. Make sense? Because if you don't chart correctly, if you don't follow correctly relevant highs and lows, you are going to see a downtrend. You are going to, your brain on the 15-minute chart is going to see this, and your brain is going to believe, oh, there is a change in the short-term trend. Make sense? Where in reality you were shorting a retracement on the uptrend, up extension leg still. Can you see it, everybody? Boss, can you repeat, please? Sure. So, or the guys who want to make retracement trade, intraday trade, day trade, you should monitor the, so you have the market structure on the higher time frame, you know, you should monitor the short-term trend on the smaller time frame. So if you're on the daily, you should monitor the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. If you're on the 2 hour chart, you should monitor the 15-minute chart, everybody. If you're on the 4 hour chart, it's a 30-minute chart. And wait for the change in the short-term trend before you made a retracement trade, okay? Nandozi, I'm late, not a problem. I was late too, Nandozi, 15 minutes today. But even the biggest issue is not charting correctly the relevant highs and lows. And if you don't chart correctly relevant highs and lows, when the market is going to give you a short-term downtrend on the 15-minute chart, your brain is going to, so this is happening, the right picture is happening in reality, but your brain is going to see the left picture. Make sense? You are going to believe that, oh, we have a change in the short-term trend, and you are going to sell LX, and because you are going to sell something that it's not, the market is going to push in the next up relevant extension leg. Does this make sense? Boss, what does the short-term trend on the smaller time frame have to do with higher time frame? The change in the short-term trend, it's first visible on the smaller time frame. I should wait for the higher low to break first. Yes, but you need to see the relevant one. See everybody, this is the issue. Okay? If you don't chart, everybody, if you don't chart relevant highs and lows, this is now the 1 hour chart, right everybody? This is the 1 hour chart, okay? Give me a second. One more time. This is the 1 hour chart, everybody, alright? 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart. Alright. This is the 1 hour chart. If you don't chart correctly relevant highs and lows, alright, we are in an uptrend, you have the uptrend line confirming you the uptrend, see the relevant highs and lows everybody, and so that's it. Nah, I'm sorry, it should be higher, right? Higher high, okay, right, see in here everybody? If you don't chart relevant highs and lows, you know, then you would say, oh, now this is the 15-minute chart, everybody. So you could say, all right, the market changed the short-term trend. Make sense in here? Like Alex said, oh, I need to wait for the break of the higher low. I need to see first the break of this high. All right? This is this, and if you're going to sell, you're going to lose. Make sense everybody? What you're waiting for is to see a change on the relevant. See everybody, this downtrend, it's totally different than this downtrend. Here you are buying a retracement, now the short-term trend is changing. Can you see? Short-term trend extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension. We are talking about the blue. Everybody, the yellow, the market structure is still up. The market wave, also called market structure, is still up. We're talking about now the blue. That's the blue, higher highs, higher lows. So this break of this higher low is this one. But if you don't have the relevant highs and lows in the right way, you are going to enter here in the at the violet. So you're going to enter here thinking that, oh, we are changing the short-term trend. You are not changing, you are going against the trend is still up. Alex saying it makes sense. Okay everybody? Though there are many, I mean, this is nothing special, no, it's technicals and it's a learnable skill. The big deal, check with everybody. That's what I'm telling you, connect on teams, you know, partner up, chart together. 90% of you don't partner up, you don't chart together, you don't call each other. Right, Jayvan? You don't take care of each other. You're just taking care of your small account, and it's a demo account, and you bother, you know, you don't bother helping everybody else. But when you come to advanced trading and when you come to the office, being a team player, it's a huge deal. Make sense, everybody? Many mistakes, you would avoid many mistakes if you would partner up. But you don't partner up, do you? You believe that you are smart enough to do it by yourself. And I know what I'm talking about, you know, I've been smart enough, you know. Okay, everybody, so we are still here, right? Any questions about relevant highs and lows? So to go short, I have to wait for the second high, lower low to go. So what to do, everybody? Now this is strategy, but to go into a retracement trade, you need to wait for the change in the short-term trend. Okay? So, or you wait for the relevant, everybody, you have two ways to enter, right? So this is the uptrend, relevant highs and lows. If you are an aggressive trader, you are going to enter here because you understand that the market broke the relevant low. So you're not in an uptrend anymore, you're in a downtrend. If you're aggressive, you can enter here. You're going to enter here, everybody. But if you want to be less aggressive or more secure, you're going to wait for a lower high and a lower low to be confirmed. Basically, you're waiting for a confirmed downtrend, you know, and then on the second retracement on the downtrend, you are going to enter. Alright, everybody? And guess where you're going to enter. So if this is the relevant high of the downtrend, this is the relevant low of the downtrend, this is the relevant lower high on the downtrend, this is the next relevant lower low on the downtrend, the violet. So the downtrend is confirmed when this downtrend, you know, get into retracement. Guess where it's your entry? Exactly at past resistance. Counter trend line break, past resistance. If you want to be more secure, this is your entry. Boss, please could you be so kind and draw blue line the way you drew it before so that we can take a picture? Blue line before. Which one? This picture? Everybody, I have 2 minutes. I need to go to push some ears into virtual office. I need to go to push some ears. No, there is no right or wrong, whatever you choose. Javen, is this the picture? Or do you want... Which one do you want? Yes, alright. Did you make a picture, Javen? Can I move forward? Relevant highs and lows, it's one of the biggest issues with Forex Course 101 students. Yes. Okay, everybody, let's finish for today. Boss, is there class tomorrow? No, not tomorrow. See you back on Tuesday. Right, Nandozi? But tomorrow you have a class with Javen. Javen is going to, I believe tomorrow is Javen for Nigeria. Javen speaks English, everybody. Tomorrow we have Javen at 9. I'm not sure if, wrong schedule, Julius, I'm sorry. Tomorrow it's Javen at 6 a.m. Brazilian time. I need to change the time, I'm sorry, my mistake. And otherwise it's in Portuguese, it's Heraldo at 9. So tomorrow you can chart with Julius and ask Julius, you know, do this, do that, you know. Okay? You have Julius for Nigeria and other English speaking, you know, cultures. You know, you can ask Javen to analyze charts, you know, talk about setups, talk about probabilities, trade together, you know. Okay? Just remember, everybody, we have a risk disclaimer, okay? Alright? We're not giving you any, me and Heraldo and Julius, Javen, we're not giving you any advice what to do. You must find your own way, alright, everybody? See you tomorrow! Me and Julius, we're going to push some ears now in the virtual office. Alright? See you tomorrow, I'm sorry. See you back on Tuesday. Alright, everybody? Have a great week.